Before we get too far into this little LinkedIn rant that I have, I first wanted to say thank you to my family, my actual immediate family, and then also my luminary family for all the support that I was given yesterday. Like to just feel so supported, not just at home, but also like at work and in my career and in everything that I'm doing outside of my home. I've never had that before, and I said to my husband last night, like it's a game changer to have people reach out to you and just kind of love on you in a way that you weren't expecting. So, thank you to all of you guys. It meant the world to me. Today's been a better day. I wanted to talk a little bit about LinkedIn today. And something happened today that happens to me often on LinkedIn. And I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of advice if you are reaching out to people and consultants or potential job candidates on LinkedIn. So what happened to me today, I get messages all the time from recruiters or from people looking for apparel developers, apparel product managers, kind of asking me if I'm interested in applying for a job or interested in interviewing. A lot of the time now, it also kind of comes with, are you interested in moving to this other state? And a lot of the times, especially now that I'm, a consultant in the apparel industry and I own Unmarked Street, I'll get back to them and I'll say, either I know someone there and I can recommend, or if you're interested in kind of exploring what Unmarked Street could do for you in the way of, filling this role while you're searching or filling this role permanently on contract dollars in a way that you might not expect to be the best option, like let's get on the phone and talk. And when I put out that message today, the recruiter had no idea what I was talking about. So I just want to put a little bit of advice out there. When I go to look at a candidate or to look at someone that I want to work with on LinkedIn, and I'm like genuinely interested in their opinion or bringing them on or working with them or getting on a call, I definitely check out their profile first just to kind of see what they're doing now, what kind of job experience they've had in the past. And this person didn't know what I was talking about when I brought up Unmarked Street. She had no idea that I was a contractor and that I run a company that does apparel development. And it was just something that I really felt, I don't know, you want to be seen if someone is kind of coming to you and asking to get your opinion or asking to be a part of your ecosystem in some way, get a referral from you, whatever it is. It takes like literally a minute to go to their profile and just check them out and see if there's something that, I understand they're kind of coming up in a list of people that might be great for you to reach out to, but why? This happens to me all the time. I get a lot of messages from people, and when I end up responding to them, either with the fact that I'm not at that company anymore, or what do you think about consulting, or are you reaching out to me regarding Unmarked Street? They literally have no idea what I'm talking about. And so just a little bit of advice there. I also had a great training on LinkedIn recently. It was about a month ago, and there's a lot that I still need to implement from this training. But one thing that was really impressed upon me was, there is almost like an unspoken protocol of how to approach people in LinkedIn. And networking and being social is the first goal of being on that social media platform. And so kind of following people and engaging with their posts and getting to know them in kind of this email world way or social media way is the best way to start to build those online relationships. When I get connected with someone who immediately tries to sell me something or get me into their coaching program or just like they're not patient enough to even know who I am or what I do. They're just trying to put their sales pitch out to as many people as possible. That is not really the best use of your time on LinkedIn. And so a lot of the time, these people who are doing that, like making sales pitches right off the bat, are getting a lot of people accept their requests to be friends or to be connected or to be followed, and then immediately kind of get blocked. And so if you're out there trying to sell your program or trying to sell your services or trying to sell anything really, and you're noticing that people aren't replying to you and all of a sudden you have less connections or you're being blocked or you can't get a hold of somebody anymore, that is probably what's happening. And the nurturing process on social media takes a lot of time. There's just a part of it that you have to kind of work into, and very rarely do we actually close a deal really fast with people that we don't know. LinkedIn is about networking, and it's about, you know, professional referrals and staying connected to past coworkers, and, you know, keeping those bridges like in good shape instead of burning them when you leave companies. And so just a little bit of advice on a couple of things with LinkedIn there. Look at people's profiles if you're going to be asking them for advice or referrals, or for them to interview at a job for you. And if you're out there trying to sell something on LinkedIn, there is absolutely a time, place, and way to do that, but it's not the first time that you connect with somebody. You really want to kind of get to know them, understand their cadence and their flow and the kind of content that they're putting out. You want to engage with them that way, and kind of like draw their attention before you just start selling them stuff. There are other ways to just flat out sell people stuff, and from what I've been taught, at least, LinkedIn is not the place to do that. So just a little advice today. If you are on LinkedIn, go find me. I'm there as Rachel Erickson, PMP, and also Unmarked Street. RTQ Apparel also has their new LinkedIn page just set up recently, like in the last couple of weeks. So it is kind of the biggest platform for me while we're trying to grow Instagram and Facebook and some other areas. And so that's definitely where I have the most connections and the most following. It's just been the biggest one for me because we work with all of these amazing companies and brands, not necessarily just individuals. So go find me over there. I look forward to connecting with you on LinkedIn and engaging with you. And if you do want to message me, that's great. I always respond to all of my messages. It's just a matter of whether or not you kind of know what I'm messaging you back with or not. So see you over there. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk tomorrow. It's Ask Rachel Anything tomorrow.